What's up guys, Agents here. Today got a Pokemon Showdown replay in the RU tier and it's against Mimaruion. And it's a really good game. Well, I enjoyed it quite a bit playing it, and I'm using this new team that I just made. I've only had one game with it, and it is this game, and I probably might do a live with it. I just need to do a bit more testing to see how actual viable it is in the RU tier. But looking at the team, it's a Trick Room team based around Dragalge Life Orb, Dragalge, the powerhouse that it is, the nuke-tasticular Pokemon. It destroys things with Adaptability, Stab, Draco Meteors, Dragon Pulses, Sludge Wave. It is really a good mon. We have main Camerupt because it's one of the best Trick Room Pokemon. We have Cresselia as a Trick Room setter. Escavalier provides more Life Orb support, and so does Chloritza. Chloritza is always very good with Camerupt, so that's nice. Escavalier is like my only physical attacker though, so I have to keep that quite healthy usually. And then Bronzong is there as my final Trick Room setter, along with my Stealth Rock setup as well. Looking at my opponent's team, he has a pretty powerful, I think it's more like a Spikes balance team. He has the Excelgor and the Drapion, which could both provide Toxic Spikes and Spikes respectively. And then he has Escavalier with Stealth Rock, or Regirock, and then he has the Sharpedo to come in and sweep, and the Mungus to provide pivot support. So looking like a very dangerous team to face, but I'm hoping to poke some walls because he has quite a big fire type weakness, which I'm hoping to abuse with Camerupt. So let's get into this game. If I can find where my mouse is. So he's going to lead off with his Regirock. I lead off with my Bronzong to get my Trick Room, and then follow it up with my Stealth Rocks. Bronzong is really quite good against Regirock. Regirock cannot do much against it, as I'm able to get up my Stealth Rocks. And for whatever reason, he paralyzes me, which is good for me because it boosts the power of my Gyro Ball. But here I'm actually going to reveal the Grass Knot. I was like, yo, Grass Knot, let's go. But unfortunately, he switched out into his Drapion. But I am able to do a solid 46% to that Drapion. And I have the Colbur Berry for the Dark type attacks, meaning that I can 2-hit KO this Drapion. But he is going to switch out into his Mungus, which takes so much damage from that. He must be especially defensive, Mungus, with a bit of speed investment. So that's fine. I think Mungus is slower than Rhyperior, so that's probably why. And then as he switches out into his Regirock to take the hit, I do unfortunately get paralyzed. I went for the Gyro Ball, but because the Trick Room ended, I have no reason not to go for that again. And I am going to go straight for that as he brings in his Escavalier. I don't want to stay in, so I'm actually going to switch out into my Camerupt. I know I can take a close combat from Escavalier based on previous knowledge, because I've seen when Mike battles that his Camerupt took a close combat from a Escavalier. So I use that knowledge. I'm able to knock out that Escavalier easily, and as he brings in his Regirock, at the range of HP is that even if he was specially defensive, it's a guaranteed OHKO. I know he's not Assault Vest because he had the Stealth Rocks, then he brings in this Mungus, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna Fire Blast your face. So Mungus goes down as well. So Camerupt just knocked out 3 Pokemon, which is really good for me. But this game's going to take a turn for the worse for me, because he brings in this massive threat known as Sharpedo, and I have to sack something because I have no switch-ins. So I sack Bronzong because it's done all it needs to do. It set up its Stealth Rocks, it's got up the Trick Room a couple of times, and actually done a lot of work to his team. And then, you know, I'm like, okay then, I can just bring in Chloritza here. Chloritza, with max HP, coming from a Mega Sharpedo, is crunch. It does, I believe it's between like 80% or does max 86%, something like that. So I knew I could take the hit. I'm basically max HP. I think I have a bit of special defense investment, I'm not sure, cannot remember, but I knew I could take this attack and just knock him out of the Aura Sphere. But unfortunately for me, he gets the critical hit, which sucks so hard, and it actually makes it very difficult for me because my Cresselia is not fully physically defensive, so I weren't sure if it was able to take a crunch coming from this Mega Sharpedo. And also Camerupt's obviously not going to be able to take a hit without the Trick Room up, so I cannot outspeed it. Escavalier, it runs the risk of getting flinched, and I really wasn't really going to play with those games if I didn't have to. And I brought in my Dragalge at this point because I thought I could live an Ice Fang coming from Sharpedo just based on prior knowledge, but it turns out it's a roll from Stealth Rocks. Because I'm max HP, Dragalge takes between 80 and 94% from an Ice Fang coming from a Mega Sharpedo with the strong Jaws boost and everything. So I'm actually in favour to live this attack. I think there's like a 60% chance that I will live this attack. But Unfortunately, as I bring in the Dragalge, he does go for that eye tank, and he is able to knock me out with a good damage roll, which sucks so hard. So now I have to bring in my Cresselia. Hope to God I can live a crunch. A strong jaw boosted crunch, and I am, because Cresselia is amazing. I go for the Trick Room, and now I'm going to go for the Lunar Dance, sacrifice my Cresselia for the good of the game, and go back into my Camerupt so we can get back up to full HP, and now we can start destroying lives with Earth Power. I'm pretty sure Earth Power will kill Excelgor, I'm not entirely too sure. He made I think there's an odd play going out to Drapion over Excelgor, but Drapion goes down to this Earth Power. He's going to bring in that Sharpedo again, obviously to go for the Protect, because one more Protect will get rid of all my Trick Room turns. So I'm going to make a switch out into my Escavalier on the Protect. I'm a Life Orb Escavalier, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing is going to take these attacks. And he brings in this Excelgor, and it just dies. It gets demolished by this Mega Horn all the way down. And now all that needs to happen is now that I can just take a Waterfall, not get flinched, hit my Mega Horn, and that is good game. So here we go. I do not get flinched, and I'm able to hit the Mega Horn. Phew. And Escavalier is able to come in at the end, get 2 kills, finish off the 2-way victory in my favor. And that game could have gone so poorly because of that hacks on Chloritza. I was looking pretty to go all the way. But all I needed to do was get rid of that Sharpedo, and I would have been golden. Like, I have no answers to Sharpedo on this team, but I have things that are bulky enough to the point where I can take an unboosted attack, because obviously when it Mega Evolves it loses that Life Orb, so that's really good for me, and it has to rely on the power of Strongjaw. So Dragalge could have taken a hit. Escavalier definitely could have. I'm not sure if, I don't think Crunch would have killed. I would have been at 30% before my Life Orb damage, so it might have done around 70%. I cannot remember. I should calculate that right now. But I'll probably put it on screen or something. Well, I don't think it would kill. It would have. I'm not sure if that was his best play, going for the Waterfall just to get the flinch, just strong jaw damage and everything. But and Chloritza usually could take a crunch. It's just crits happen. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that replay. I certainly enjoyed playing it. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. The team will be in the description. I've been John Origins, and I'm out. So bees.